you gotta bear with me if you know my backstory, because I like to talk a lot, and I like to tell you why these songs mean a lot to me. When I was a little kid, my grandfather and dad had a bluegrass band called Crossroads Bluegrass, and I grew up in my living room. They put me and my brother in a playpen, and they'd all come over and have band practice. And we were born and raised in South Florida, born and raised in Miami. So yeah, the bluegrass mecca of the world. And but everybody, all my friends were listening to hip hop and rap and all this different stuff. I was raised on bluegrass music, and they brought me around to a lot of these festivals, to Yeehaw. They used to have a festival in Arcadia and come around the state, and all I ever wanted to do was stand on the stage and play music just like they did. So getting to be here at Palatka and do this for you, we're gonna take you back in years and years. The cool thing about playing these old school songs is just for 2.5, 3.5 minutes, we get to pretend like we're the legends of old, right? There was a band called J.D. Crowe and the New South. He used to play all over the place, and before he became a big country star, there was a guy who used to sing lead for that band called Keith Whitley. Any Keith Whitley fans out there? Yeah. So for just 3 minutes, we're gonna be Keith Whitley and J.D. Crowe and the New South. We're gonna do a song called She's Gone, Gone, Gone.
She'd be gone before I could count. I guess that I didn't believe her. All but look at the trouble I'm in. And she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. The more that I cry, faster this train flies, farther on down the track. She swore that she left me before my first tear hit the ground. And she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. The more that I cry, faster this train flies, farther on down the track. Farther than me, and she's gone, 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 gone. Crying won't bring her back. The more that I cry, faster this train flies, farther on down the track.
Pleasure to introduce this first band member here. When I moved to Central Florida, I didn't know anybody. Again, I was from South Florida, spent my entire life there, outside of the Army, and this is one of the first people I ran into, and we didn't know each other before that, but we feel like brothers because we connect on the musical level. All the stuff he grew up listening to, the Osmond Brothers, and Go Lost and Quicksilver, and all that stuff, J.D. Crowe and the New South, that I grew up listening to, James grew up listening to. And this song right here is one of the first ones him and I bonded over. And we love this song so much that him and I wrote another verse to it, right? Well, I don't know how it is for you, but when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a cowboy. I wanted to go out and see the Wild West. I'm from South Florida. We didn't have mountains. We didn't have hills. The only hills we have in South Florida are trash mountains. Anybody seen them? I wanted to be a hobo. I wanted to jump a train and go out and see the things that made America what it is. And James does a great job on this. He makes his home originally in Groveland, Florida. That's Mr. James Vickers right here. So again, go back to that little kid inside you while we do this song, and hopefully it will speak to that little person wanting to get out there and be a hobo. A song called I'm a Hobo.
I'm just hopping a ride on an old freight train. There ain't many towns I ain't seen. I'm just hopping a ride on an old freight train. I'm a hobo, but that don't mean a thing. I left home when I was just 16. A country boy out to see the world. When I hopped in old freight, headed down to New Orleans, and made love to a sweet southern girl. My daddy told me when I was just a boy, he said, son, you'll do your own thing, and if you want to ride the rails, well, this is what you've got to do. You'll be a hobo, but that don't mean a thing. I'm just hopping a ride on an old freight train. There ain't many towns I ain't seen. I'm just hopping a ride on an old freight train. I'm a hobo, but that don't mean a thing.
Hills on either side. I had a lot of loves, but I had to break their hearts. Deep down in my soul, gotta find a new start.
I'm just hopping a ride on an old freight train. There ain't many towns I ain't seen. I'm just hopping a ride on an old freight train. I'm a hobo, but that don't mean a thing. These years of hopping trains are about to take their